Start speaking now.
Hey John, I completely understand why you feel nervous about speaking during meetings, especially since you're still new at the company. A lot of employees feel the same way in the beginning because they do not want to say something wrong or sound inexperienced. However, if you stay silent all the time, people may not notice your ideas, skills, or potential. So it's important to slowly build your confidence and participate more actively. First of all, I would recommend preparing before meetings whenever possible. If you already know the topic being discussed, spend a little time organizing your thoughts or writing down one or two points you could mention. That way, you'll feel much more prepared instead of trying to think of something under pressure. I also think you should start small. You do not need to give long speeches immediately. Even asking a question, agreeing with someone's idea, or sharing a short opinion can help you become more comfortable speaking in front of others. Another important thing is avoiding negative self-talk. Do not assume that everyone is judging you because most people are focused on the meeting itself, not on criticizing every word you say. At the same time, try not to interrupt others or speak only to impress people. Focus on contributing clearly and professionally instead. Finally, remember that confidence develops through practice and experience. The more you participate, the more natural speaking in meetings will eventually feel.
Start speaking now.
A time when I had to ask for help was when I became extremely sick during my college years. I had a high fever and felt weak for several days, but at first I tried to deal with everything on my own because I didn't want to worry my family. I kept telling myself I would feel better after getting some rest. However, my condition gradually got worse, and I realized I didn't even have the energy to prepare meals, attend classes, or finish my assignments. That's when I accepted that I couldn't handle the situation by myself. Eventually, I called my older sibling and explained what was happening. They immediately came to stay with me for a few days, took me to a doctor, picked up my medication, and even helped me catch up on some everyday tasks around my apartment. Their support made the whole recovery process much easier and far less stressful. Looking back, I'm really glad I reached out instead of trying to struggle alone. That experience taught me that asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It actually shows maturity, good judgment, and the ability to recognize when you genuinely need support.
Start speaking now.
In this picture, I see what appears to be a group of friends taking a break during a mountain hiking trip. Everyone seems relaxed and in good spirits while enjoying the beautiful scenery. On the left side, a woman is sitting on a bench holding a travel mug and smiling. Hiking poles and a backpack are placed beside her, so she has probably been hiking for a while. Next to her, a man is taking a photo of the breathtaking mountains and the lake. Beside him, another woman is resting with her eyes closed while leaning against her backpack, as she might also be tired after a long hike. On the right side, a man and a woman are sitting together on another bench, looking at a map and planning the next part of their hike. In the background, I can see a small restaurant called Mountain Noodle House, and a sign outside says it serves hot soup and tea. The place is open, so some hikers may be stopping there for a meal. I can also see trail signs pointing to different destinations. Overall, the whole scene feels peaceful, adventurous, and like the perfect place to spend a day in nature.
Start speaking now.
In this picture, I think the group of friends will continue their hiking adventure after taking a short break. The woman resting against her backpack will probably feel refreshed after relaxing for a few minutes and be ready to continue the hike. The man taking photos will likely capture a few more pictures of the mountains and lake before putting his camera away. Meanwhile, the two friends looking at the map will probably decide on the next part of their hike after checking the trail signs nearby. Since the trail signs show that the viewpoints are at different distances, they'll most likely choose the one that best matches the time and energy they have left. Before setting off again, I think the group may stop at the Mountain Noodle House because the sign says it's open and serves hot soup and tea. Along the way, they may stop at the lake viewpoint to admire the scenery and take more photos. If they still have enough energy, they might even continue toward the peak trail before heading back. Overall, I think they'll have a memorable day filled with beautiful views, great conversations, and an enjoyable hiking experience.
Start speaking now.
Hey Sarah, I know you prefer using public transport daily because it's cost-effective and environmentally friendly, and I completely understand those benefits. However, I think carpooling is a better option for several reasons. First of all, carpooling allows us to share expenses like fuel and parking, so it can still be quite affordable, especially if we split the cost among several people. Another major advantage is comfort. Public transport can be crowded and sometimes stressful, especially during rush hour, whereas carpooling gives us a more comfortable and relaxed ride. On top of that, carpooling helps build social connections because we travel with the same group of people regularly, which makes the commute more enjoyable. Finally, carpooling also reduces environmental impact since fewer cars are on the road. Overall, carpooling is more comfortable, social, and still environmentally responsible.
Start speaking now.
Hi, Ben. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me. I wanted to ask for your advice about something that's been bothering me during our team meetings. I've noticed that whenever I share ideas or suggestions, they're often dismissed very quickly, or the conversation moves on before anyone has a chance to discuss them. I completely understand that not every idea will be accepted, and I'm always open to constructive feedback. However, I've started feeling like my contributions aren't being given the same consideration as everyone else's. I really enjoy working with this team, and my goal is simply to help the project succeed. I was hoping you could give me some guidance on how I can present my ideas more effectively, or encourage more balanced discussions during meetings. If you've noticed anything I could improve, I genuinely appreciate your feedback. I value your opinion and want to keep growing professionally. I believe that when everyone feels heard, the team becomes more engaged, collaborative, and productive, and I'd love to contribute in that kind of environment.
Start speaking now.
I believe parents should control their children's screen time, but I do not think the rules should be overly strict. Technology has become an important part of education and everyday life. Children often use computers and tablets to complete homework, attend online classes, or learn new skills through educational videos. They also use technology to stay connected with friends and family. If parents completely restrict screen time, children might miss out on valuable learning opportunities and may even struggle to keep up with their classmates. Instead of banning screens, parents should teach children how to use technology responsibly and encourage healthy habits from an early age. At the same time, I think parents need to set reasonable limits because spending too much time in front of a screen can have negative effects. It may reduce physical activity, affect sleep quality, and even make it harder for children to focus on schoolwork. Excessive screen time can also limit face-to-face interactions and reduce the time children spend on hobbies, sports, or outdoor activities. In my opinion, the best approach is to create a balanced routine. For example, parents can allow extra screen time after homework is finished or during weekends while encouraging reading, exercise, and family activities throughout the week. This teaches children self-discipline while allowing them to enjoy the benefits of technology in a healthy and responsible way.
Start speaking now.
Hey Emma, I saw the coolest kitchen appliance at my friend's house today, and I think you'd really like it. At first, I thought it was just an ordinary refrigerator, but the door is actually a large touchscreen. Right now, it's displaying a recipe for lentil soup with a list of ingredients, step-by-step cooking instructions, and even the cooking time and number of servings. What makes this refrigerator so unusual is that it can guide you through the entire recipe without needing a cookbook, a phone, or a tablet. Everything you need is right on the fridge door. I think a smart appliance like this would save time, make cooking less stressful, and help people try new recipes with more confidence. Honestly, I'd love to have one in my own kitchen because it seems both practical and fun to use.